to learn from them. The things you learn is, man, I need to get better at clicking faster and more accurately and having really good reaction speed and good micro, and because it's so rewarding for having good micro. So I think for any Terran player, getting to off-race Protoss is almost like an exhaust valve where Clem gets to actually play a race that has a lot more strategic responses to things. You scout something, you change your build, you adjust. And I really would expect most Terran players off-racing Protoss to play that style. What's funny is Clem doesn't really do that. He plays Protoss like Max Packs. He plays it like almost a Terran player. You basically try to repeat the same build as often as possible. You try to out-micro your opponent at every opportunity. You never stop attacking and controlling the map. And you try to win with mechanics rather than strategy. No offense, Max Packs and Clem, but that is how you guys play PvT. There's strategy in there, but it's under a thick layer of like the best mechanics we have ever seen in StarCraft. Let's be real, guys. And it doesn't mean strategy is absent, but it's much like in a game of professional football. You can have the best strategy ever, but if you've got a bunch of kids on your team as opposed to professional athletes, obviously it doesn't matter how good the strategy is, the professional athletes will win. And that's always been something in the case with real-time strategy. I just think like Clem with his Protoss takes that to another level. I've seen him win so many games with his first few Adepts and Stalkers just out-microing enemy units. And you can see, look at this, he just sees everything. Shades one, cancel, shades the other, and he's looking for free hits on those Marines. Hasn't taken a single bit of hull damage here against Nico Racked. Already got 2 or 3 hits off on those Marines for free. Meanwhile, 2-gate blink, Robo, super solid build order. Now this is a little bit quiet. I think his game sounds really quiet here, guys. So I'm just gonna crank this up. It will get louder during the fights, no doubt. But we're going to put this up a bit because this is so quiet. Hey, I don't know why his stream sound is so quiet. Oh, that was rough, man. He just lost a couple of Adepts there to the Hellions moving out.
Yo.
He's got plenty of Stalkers. He's going to have to wall
Dude,
off
Cam is
some
selling
to make
right
sure
now.
that this harassment can't get in. There's this window between 4 and 5 minutes where Protoss isn't super strong. He saw something coming in. Oh, it's going to get in. It's going to get in. Okay, but it doesn't get any damage. He's got the wall off at the front. This is the moment when Blink isn't quite ready. You don't have that many gateway units. And then past 5 minutes, Blink's done. You've got a Prism. You've got Stalkers warping in. Your warp gates are ready. And suddenly this sort of stuff doesn't present nearly as much of a threat. Oh, beautiful Blink back to dodge this. Ooh, the Hellions do get one more volley off. I think that was about 4 or 5 workers that went down. But for 3 Hellions and a Reaper, not the end of the world. The problem is that Clem doesn't have a third started until 5 minutes, so if he had 3 Nexus already going, he could instantly get those probes back out, recover. And now there's a bit more pressure on Clem to do counter damage. So he's going to go across the map. He still knows there's a Marine drop in the back of his main. If Nico Racked was really smart, there's no Marines, that's an empty medevac, it's a fake out, because it's forced 3 Stalkers to stay at home. I don't think Nico Rack's that level of genius, though, right? The Stalkers are going to blink in. One of them will go down, but for a siege tank, that's very, very worth it. And he's blocking the repair! He's blocking the repair. He did lose a Stalker, though. He lost another Stalker there, trying to be a bit greedy there. He was trying to both focus fire and micro the Prism at the same time. In comes that Marine drop we talked about, guys. More Stalkers will warp in at home. One of the Stalkers has gone down, but look at that. He just blinks the other Stalkers in. These guys blink in as well, showing absolutely zero chill. And he's using this Warp Prism to try and pick up, keep these low hit point Stalkers alive, and he wants to micro at home at the same time. He's got to be careful with that Prism. He's putting on gas while micro. Who rallies workers to gas in the middle of picking up Stalkers to dodge Marauder projectiles? Who does that? You are such a freak, Clem. That is not normal. That's not normal behavior. It's so ridiculous. Anyone else disengages from the fight, macros for a few seconds, goes back and re-engages with the Stalkers. Clem is just another level of freak. And that's the thing. People have said for a while, and I think Lambo did a great video on this at the end of last year. People were saying the problem with Protoss is there's, not enough skill expression, so the high-level players can't differentiate themselves, and that's why Protoss can't win championships. And Lambo made a really good video. I'll talk about it in a second, because we're going to cast this fight. Good Stalker micro. Oh, Stim's ready, though. He's got to get out. He's got to get out. Okay, he loses 1 or 2 Stalkers. The Stim being ready, yeah, I think maybe he went a bit too deep. But Blink should be ready in a moment. And he should be able to get to that healing shrine, right? Oh, yeah. If he can get to the healing shrine. Dude, that healing shrine's so good on this map. Warp Prism gets away. Stalkers are going to heal back to full. So anyway, so Lambo pointed out that whenever they play Protoss in Archon mode and there's 2 or 3 players controlling it, it's actually the most rewarding for Archon mode, where you have 3 players controlling 1 Protoss base, right? And 2 players microing, 1 macroing, right? He said Terran and Zerg you don't get as much benefit, and because they do a lot of practice like this, the top pros. So Lambo was pointing out, like, no, it's actually insanely hard to control Protoss things at the highest level. It's even harder, you could say, than maybe Terran and Zerg, because the units, you know, microing Stalkers perfectly, being active with them, and not getting caught, not looking, and losing all your Stalkers at some moment, it's so hard to do. But Clem and Max are two of the players who come pretty close to actually, like, you know, approaching that sort of skill ceiling in a lot of situations with their Protoss. But you can see that Raven's still annoying in the back. Oh, he goes for Storm. Is Storm not ready? Okay, it is ready, but he loses one High Templar. His army's very small right now. Nico's got a good force here on the front. Another Storm could go down. Now remember, Storm kills Widow Mines now because it does 110 damage, not just 80 damage. So you cannot sit in Storms as much as you used to be able to. He's got 3 bases up. I think Nico's probably only now floating his 3rd out. And maybe not even that. Nico might be stuck on 2 base for a bit longer. Ooh, Zealot here would be good. Some Zealot warp-ins. Good blink backs on his Stalkers to try to keep him alive. The auto-turret harassment's still going, though. Dude, Nico's really applying the pressure really well. And the army's back there on his 3rd. He thought that army had left. It didn't. I think he can get back to save the Nexus, though. Oh, the probe's trying to run away. Can he get rid of the warp prisms is one of the big questions here. Oh, that's it. He's damaged the medevacs. If he can focus the medevacs now with the Storm and the units, that's good. He's walked back into his own Storm with his probes. I'm not sure how many probes would have died to that. They might have just got tickled by it. But there we go. He's going to deal with it. Dude, he's still doing prism pickups to dodge the Marauder shots. Oh my gosh. Dude, that cleanup is so efficient at the end of that. I think that makes it all okay. Even though he's being chaotic, his units are oversaturated. He needs a 4th base ever so desperately, but he's got High Templar Stalkers. He's keeping Stalkers alive for an extra volley, and then an extra volley with picking up and blinking and dodging. That is the secret, and that's part of what elevates Clem's PVT above a lot of other players, is that ability to just keep his units alive a little bit longer. Chat's pointing out he doesn't have charge, apparently. Has he completely forgotten it? I think he might have just forgotten it. Yeah, his Zealots and High Templar are both lagging way behind. I don't think he realizes, because this turret is... Are there 2 Ravens? Because didn't he feedback it earlier? How does that thing still have energy? Okay, decent Storm, but he does lose the High Templar. He doesn't have charge! Oh no! He's just now realizing he doesn't have charge! Oh, Nico's pressure actually exceptionally good. He still hasn't started charge. There's too much going on right now.
Yep.
He still has not started charge, and he's going back in offensively.
Nope.
Mate,
He's selling.
what is this?
Did you DM him?
Clem!
I can.
Put it back in your pants, mate. Not to hit home my point. You guys, the Twilight is still not upgrading. Not to hit home my point about clicking really fast and not always using his head. Keep in mind, he might be a bit tilted from losing that tournament, but like, mate, we might need to start charge. That Twilight's up there. It's on the left side of his main. Did he finally click it? He still has not clicked charge. This is wild. You know what, guys? This is a 300 IQ on purpose move. He's not making charge, so he doesn't run into his own Storm. Genius. No, he clicked it. Idiot. Why'd he click it? What a dum-dum. By the way, guys, if you guys struggle with Raven Harass, you either leave a High Templar on the back and keep feedbacking it, or you leave a few Stalkers, or the easy thing which Hero does is he just builds a shield battery in each mineral line. Clem, after suffering about 10 auto-turret harassments in a row, finally caves and builds a shield battery on his natural. This whole time, he was like, and that's the thing, right? For most of us, the cost of having to go there, pull probes, losing them each time, putting them back on, so high on our APM, which is already taxed, it's so expensive. For Clem, his APM is so high, he doesn't think of that as a high cost. He's like, oh, cool, another thing I can spend my APM on. I can just run probes away each time he drops an auto turret. I think usually it's pretty inefficient, though, and the fact that it can distract you when your opponent engages elsewhere can ruin you. All right, guys, so the Colossus are entering the fray now as the unpause comes. We've got Colossus. 4th base is saturated. Clem actually needs a 5th kind of desperately because this game has been so action-packed. His bases are mining out. Still doesn't have charge, of course. Does he need it? Maybe not. Oh, he's got to be careful. Oh, he doesn't get the feedbacks. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Okay, he's still got a bunch of Storm in the back. Okay, and there's no more EMP. Oh, my God. Good Storms. Oh, Nico tried to run through thinking there was only one Storm left, but Clem had so many reserve Templar. That was actually really bad for Nico. His army's so damaged. Can Clem get more damage here? The Stalker's picking off the Vikings is huge. The Raven comes back. The Raven goes down. This is actually crazy, guys. It's a lot of bio, though. Dude, how much bio does Nico have? Oh, he eats another Storm. Nico, he's chasing into Storms. The High Templar rallying across the map. That's really good. The fact that he's been warping an High Templar, energy recharging them, running them forwards. it means he's got this kind of rally of Storms and High Templar, and the AoE is really big. I've been saying for a while, you need to be pre-spreading against these Storm armies. Unless there's a massive Zealots where you need to be in a ball, started stepping back, I think we're going to need to see Terrans more spreading their army coming from two sides. I also think quicker two-star port Viking transitions is something Clem's been doing more, which has been really effective against the Colossus styles. Or I think rushing range lib could also be quite decent. Nico loves to play 8 racks bio though, which is just mass marine marauder ghost. That can work, but I think more than ever for Nico's style, he needs to have his army split half and half, loop around the back, and sandwich Clem. Because he didn't do that, now he's just stuck trying to recover from all these storms. You can see his army is still damaged here on the front, and Clem's bullying him. And remember Clem's style, it's all about attack, 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 stay in your opponent's face. If you do lose a fight, you can run home, you can retreat, you can, try and do that recovery. He's going to come in with Zealots. He's got a High Templar on this left side as well. Does Clem? Oh, Nico with a really nice EMP on that High Templar. Terrans often aren't expecting there to be a High Templar with the Zealot run by, and that catches them off guard and just kills a whole bunch of stuff. But this was actually really well done by him. Now, good Storms for zoning. And can he land another one? I don't think he has any more Storms. Oh, no. Clem's gone too deep. But the bio. Oh, the Zealot's coming from the south. The bio very clumped. Oh, it's a messy fight on both sides. And Nico will establish his fourth, shut this army down. A lot of damaged bio left over there, but it's going to have time to heal up. That's excellent. If Nico could now split an army down the left to go towards the main of Clem, and then maybe a little drop down the right side or something, it could be really nice. But of course, Clem's not going to give up map control because he's a psychopath. He's got an observer that saw that Nico pulled back to heal, so he's staying in the middle of the map, which is insane. The fact that Clem's whole left side of the map is wide open on vision is a problem, so he's going to send another Zealot High Templar army up to the left, which I guess is, this way, because my image is reversed. So he's going to go up that side with that little army. That has a good chance of spotting any drops going down that side as well. So if any drops come down that left side, you'll see them. I'm not always going to focus on my hands being in the right area compared to where I am projected on the screen, guys, but I'll try when I can. So Clem's had time to recover. He's got 5 base against 4. If he gets the gold up, that's really good. This is where Nico has a balancing act. He needs enough Vikings to deal with the Colossus. He needs to land the EMPs against the High Templar. Range libs simplifies things in that they beat both units. Problem is range libs, they're a siege unit. They only face one direction. Clem, being as mobile as he is always going to find a way around unless you can pin Clem at home somehow. Marauder's doing well on the left with a bit of kiting. He's going to just storm the mineral line. Oh, I like that move. Doesn't do that much though. Dude, Nico focusing the High Templar with a few Marauders was really slick. It's a good trade for Nico. Nico's getting so much better at StarCraft, guys. He might only be about 6'2 at the moment, or 6'15", I think it said on the load screen. But we're seeing him starting to take more and more maps off the top pros. He's really evolving as a player, and you can see he's giving Clem a run for his money. And remember, this is the Clem who consistently beats Beyond in this matchup. Has dropped maybe 1 or 2 series versus Beyond in PvT, but has beaten him like, dozens of times over the last year. All right. See the army there? Big clump up on the army. Is he splitting? Okay, he's splitting another High Templar Zealot force off. Took him a while to do that. Double upgrades are kicking in for him as well. Now, we don't know the upgrade stitch. I think it's about 3-2 for Clem, I want to say. Whereas Nico's army is probably 2-2 with 3-3 almost done. He hasn't been clicking to check at all. Oh, that army down the bottom is wrecking him. He does land a Storm at least. He needs Stalker Zealot to get over there. You need Stalkers to shut down these drops. It's always dangerous being on the map as the Terran because the Protoss has more map vision. So they can see, oh, you sent 3 drops, and then they can send like 50 supply of Stalker Zealot to just jump on top, shut that down, and then quickly rejoin the main army before you punish them. So that's the advantage of the map control with the Observers, the Pylon Spotters, the Zealot Warpins available, the Recall to reposition. These sort of, vision and map control-y things that Protoss has going for them are what allow them to kind of bully the Terran around the map. And it's good for Nicorek to sneak the drop out, but he has to immediately run home with it and pull back. Good feedbacks. Really good feedbacks there, but he doesn't have any High Templar spread behind his army, which means one good EMP flank could ruin him. He catches it. Oh, he cops an EMP. That was a great EMP for Nico. Nico's army is clumping up again, though. If he could loop an army around that right ramp and come in from 2 sides, it'd be excellent. But Nico, very aware that his third base is wide open. Unless he gets like a few bunkers there or something, he's got to split his army on that side. He does so. You can see it's a much bigger force over there now for Clem. And that's really, really big. As I said, you run in with a bunch of extra Stalkers and Zealots on that off lane. They're not quite ready for it. It's really hard for them to deal with. And here we go. Good storm. Great storm. Huge damage. Gets a medevac as well. Clem microing both sides so well. Very few players are capable of doing this, man. But the way he just bounces between and keeps reinforcing both sides, it's so hard to keep up with that pace. It's almost like he wins without there being a direct push. And that's what's so impressive. Clem rarely has to go for a frontal push. I don't know why he's looking at Spirit. I think Spirit's trying to snipe him and he's trying to dodge Spirit. Is that why he's checking Spirit's profile? I'm not sure. But either way, you can just see the speed. I mean, if we go this last few minutes, he's got 2 squads, an off lane and a main lane, and he's bouncing between, moving in, moving out, looking for feedbacks, looking to snipe Ghosts, looking to snipe Vikings, and he's reinforcing. He's got the gold base up. Clem's ability to micro a Protoss army back and forwards like that, keep the Terran overstimming themselves. You can see those medevacs completely dry on juice, keep picking off exposed Vikings. It really is impressive. And I've been saying the dream for a while is to see Clem versus Clem. I think, honestly, we need to rethink our ethics around human cloning, because for science, I need to watch Clem's Terran against Clem's Protoss and see who wins. Because when Clem beats people with his Protoss, he's kind of bullying them with his superior speed and micro. When he beats them with his Terran, he's beating them with his superior speed and micro a lot of the time. And I just wonder what happens if you make Clem play Clem. I feel like that would be fireworks. I want it so badly. I just don't think there's any other Terran in the world who is at the same mechanical level as Clem. And that's what I would love to see to test him. Anyways, GG, well played. That was a fantastic game there for Clem. All right, guys, we're going to be watching one more TVP. Right after this, he queues into the biggest Gabe. That's right, 6.5k MMR, big Gabe. Clem's Protoss at 6,600 MMR. We're going on to Pylon for this next map to see, okay, Nikaract, an up-and-coming pro player. What about an established pro? The big streamer, the big balance whiner, the German beast, the man that runs marathons and lifts weights all day these days, while occasionally making a video crapping on the balance and the patches and just having a bit of fun. It should be interesting to see how it goes. He's going to spawn at the top. Some people would say this is a slight disadvantage, as you've always got to be fighting downwards on the map. Spawning at the bottom apparently slightly better, but it's going to be cool to see how this one goes. Okay, so we got a good question from chat, guys. People were saying, isn't this just Clem versus MaxPax, what you're talking about? I think MaxPax is very close to Clem, and he's modeled his Protoss after MaxPax, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit more aggro, a little bit more in your face, and the multitasking, I think, is just a little bit better. I do think MaxPax multitasking is insane, don't get me wrong, but, you know, I want to see Clem Protoss up against Clem Terran. I want to see, does it just look like a MaxPax match? A lot of MaxPax Clem matches are very one-sided. One guy runs away with the game and bops the other. Occasionally they get a back and forth macro game and it's just amazing to watch. But usually one of them kills the other very quickly. Chat says Hero is better anyway. Saying Hero is better than MaxPax is very interesting, because I think in a lot of situations MaxPax is objectively so much cleaner on things he does. In other situations, there are games which Hero wins, which MaxPax would never.
When I'm side flipping on a dribble with like the trying to side flick,
the funny thing is Hero will have moments where he like stitches together.
I can't get it.
Really good multitasking, but Hero can never maintain that over a long.
I put the ball in my car.
Like every time we see Hero microing frantically,
and then it's just like,
if the micro situation goes
on, it's all in the timing.
Hero's gonna start just throwing.
It's like I get it sometimes, but like only when I'm turning.
Because he doesn't really use control groups properly, and you know, fumbling.
But like if I'm going straight,
we saw that in what I think was one of the best.
I just can't.
Best thing
aggressive
to do
was 2024.
Is like a diagonal front flip.
Versus Clem. And people
that'll give you a lot of power even at slow
Clem,
speeds.
But I truly believe it was one of the most competitive 4-0s.
Like, have you seen me? Like when I'm going really slow, I pop it like freaking high.
Right.
Dude, just do
like that.
Just, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of
like
even
I'm trying to learn
to. If you have the ball,
right?
Dude, that's like you can make a play with that so easily.
Like
where Hero would you could almost
like
feel
that.
Needing to take a breath.
No, like a front flip, because if you back flip, which is not bad, it does pop the ball, but it fucks up your momentum, right?
As well, right? In terms of control groups and all that sort of stuff.
So if you
like
that,
okay, let's take a breather for a second, and then
it's like a diagonal flip.
And it felt like Clem just never needed that moment to reset. Right?
That
I can show you after I'm done with dinner.
And we just keep fighting.
Yeah.
We just keep fighting. We just keep fighting, right? And you're like, is that really like?
So like even if you're low and you need to get past 2 people.
Many years ago, talking to Clem and saying,
and if the second guy is like really far,
you've just played a massive year of
you can
StarCraft,
use that, and then you can try and control the ball.
This can't be healthy. Every time I've seen someone
or just bang it away.
I can't get it consistent though.
They get to the
usually what I do, I just pop the ball and I just turn because the next person can go for the high ball. Right?
I guess it's I can't get it consistently high enough.
At some point, and he's gonna have a really
like it's always.
It took me a while too. It just.
I don't think we've really seen that necessarily.
Just time.
Even though his last World Championship wasn't amazing for him, and I do think he didn't play his best PvT, he was clearly tilted in the matchup. I don't think we've ever seen Clem get burnt out. I think he just has this endurance for gaming, and I think he's more relaxed playing StarCraft and gaming crazy hours than most players we've seen.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
Different level of endurance. Now, it is a delayed command center. I'm pretty sure it's floated down and landed by now. I think Gabe just built it on the high ground, guys. And we see a very defensive setup. A Depth Stalker in the main. We've got 2 Stalks and a Depth on the natural. He's trying to scout. Here comes a Cyclone drop, but he's got a shield battery. Nice move.
Yeah, I disabled my boost.
As long as he focuses the Cyclone, he forces it to pick up.
Dribbling.
Gabe has to get out of there, so he takes no damage. The shield battery in the main really paying off here. So shield battery on both bases, 3-gate robo, 3 gas, all before 3rd base. Incredibly safe play. And this is what he's learnt of Classic. And this is what I love about Clem. Max never used to play this safe, still often doesn't, but Classic had so much success recently against, especially Clem's Terran. And it feels like Clem has adopted a few of Classic's moves, where he goes, oh, if the Terran looks like they're playing aggressive, I will play overly safe. I will let them come in with their drops, run into 2 shield batteries and a bunch of stalkers on both bases, and they will do no damage. And that's made him very robust in the matchup. Oh, Viking. Viking is usually a sign of a big push. He needs to get out front, intercept. This is probably a tank push. He knows there's a tank push coming. He might want to pull probes as well, because if that tank gets sieged up in a good position, this is his first news of this tank push. He does have stalkers microing his heart out, but okay, this is going to get sieged up right close. I think the back tank needs to move forward for Gabe. He's trying to build more gateways. I think he's making charge right now, so he might try and defend this with charge. He is looking. Oh, he's going to send some stalkers for the counter, but only some. Okay, so beautiful split on his stalkers. 4 stalkers enough to one-shot a Marine will cut off the rally of units coming in and get ready to flank. Meanwhile, these stalkers are going to try and buy time. He's got 4 gates going up in the main, so he's going to be able to go 4-gate zealot. Splitting his units so well. Most Protoss players, I would have rallied so many units to their death by now. He's managed to not do that. One observer does go down. The other one barely escapes the scan. I'd be building as many pylons as I can. He's only building 1. He's going to go for it. The observer sees what's happening. He blinks in. 1 tank goes down. The Cyclone should go down in the moment. Nice hot pickup on that. Oh, the shield battery's depowered, which is really unfortunate. But good pullback from both sides. He's making it so hard for Gabe to get in here. He cut off the reinforce. Clinically came in from every side. Now he gets that last tank. If he gets rid of the medevac, that takes away the ability to micro this push. Marines on their own, not going to be that good against Blink Stalkers. Yes, they focus them down for now, but he's actually able to hold. He lost his robo and a gateway. He did lose a lot of units, but that was a massive commitment for Terran. And that was an incredibly impressive hold. Because the way that build worked for Gabe, he said, here's a Cyclone drop, look at me. And you know, you play super defensive, you go, cool, we've defended all the early harassment, let's take a 3rd, let's macro up, and then bam. Luckily, his observer spotted the Viking leave the base. That Viking flying across, a Viking is just a cheap unit you can just use as a combat unit. Builds quickly, gets over there, helps your army out. So it's something you'll only do if you're playing against Stargate, which of course, Hero Marine knew he wasn't playing against Stargate, or you use it as basically a Marauder. It's a way of just building an extra unit. You've already built your medevac, now you build a Viking to just rally in and support the push. You might think, well, why not build a Liberator? Usually you don't have enough gas because you're building multiple siege tanks. Otherwise, you would absolutely choose a Liberator over a Viking. It's a much better anti-ground unit. Can we get Gabe's point of view? No, guys, what do you think? I'm an editing wizard? I'm going to hop between Gabe's point of view and Clem's. Totally different audio levels. One of them, Clem playing with no mic. Purely my commentary and gameplay sounds really, I think this is a good flow. We go to Gabe's and he's going to be like, wow, so he's playing Protoss because he likes abusing broken things. He got sick of winning with Terran skills, so he decided to take the easy path. Who can blame him when Protoss is as bullshit as it is? Like, I can fill in what Gabe's saying. We don't need to go to his stream. We know what he's saying. It's the same thing every time. It's some version of deeply unfiltered balance whining / making fun of his opponent and shitting on their skill level. Let's be real. I love Gabe. Gabe's very funny because he has 0 filter. And he will just, like, stream of consciousness, be like, this guy's an idiot. Wow, he's playing like a 5.6k player. The game finishes, he loses. The guy's 7k, it's max packs. He's like, I guess it was max specs, but you can't really tell the difference between max specs and a... To be fair, I'm joking. He's not always that negative. He will say that when he feels that. Other times he'll be brutally harsh on himself and just be like, no, this guy's a god. He's way too good. He's way better than I am. Storm's going to zone this out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, he doesn't get the second Widow Mine. Uh-oh. Storms are zoned. Oh my god, Gabe runs through the Storms. Gabe runs through the Storms. I don't think Clem was expecting that. His Zealot drop's doing good damage, but man, oh, he's taking a lot of damage right now. He's trying to defend with Stalkers. His fourth base is toasted, man. I don't think he can defend that fourth. Zealots get cleaned up in the main. Dude, if Gabe can kill this fourth, that should be it. But can he actually kill the fourth? Because remember, Gabe's rally is not here yet. So if you can get one more warping and engage just before Clem's new bio arrives, maybe, but nah, fourth base is already dead. There's no way that works. He could blink to try and get the tank. Oh! Oh, Clem was so close to blinking forward, thinking he'd just picked those medevacs up. I thought he was going to blink, thinking the medevacs had army inside them. If he blinked forward there, it would have been game over. Uh-oh, here we go. Widowmine does hit the Prism. The Zealot's doing good on the third.
Do you have any fun plans for Halloween?
Picking up and dropping in the main. That's why his army's running back and forwards. Clem's like, which way are you going to go, Gabe? He's trying to figure out which direction. And it is indeed that drop in the main that he was worried about. Dude, that Artosa's pylon! What is that Artosa's pylon? What is this building?
Yay, Cam said something.
Oh my god, did he get one? Oh,
he's making dinner.
And it had some units inside. I heard a Marauder scream, guys. I don't know how many units were inside. It might have just been one Marauder. It could have been a full medevac, which would have been juicy. That pylon in the main is a disaster waiting to happen. He needs a pylon somewhere in the middle of his base so he can actually build buildings spread around. That would have been game over if he killed all those full medevacs. Good call, Twitch chat. You guys are funny. Zealot's getting on top of the third. Actually getting the Marauders and Marines down. Really good fight. He's not sure there's no drop here. That drop could still be on the left of his main base, but he's got a High Templar waiting, which means I think as long as you have a Storm to drop on them as the medevacs fly in, and they're already all heavily damaged, I don't think Gabe can risk that. So Gabe's probably sent those medevacs home, or he's unloaded and he's healing on the outside. Colossus are now coming out for Clem. It's so crazy because this style of PvT that Clem plays, I feel like this looks like the way he plays, it looks like how I play PvT only when I've already messed up and I'm losing really badly. But I think Clem, he almost plays like a more solid style of Protoss where, like, for me, if I'm playing PvT, I only have to rely on multitasking this much if the game's already gone to crap. Feels like this is Clem's standard way of playing PvT, is just towing that line of danger and being in these situations that to me look like, oh crap, I can't believe you're in this situation. But he's very experienced at working his way out of those situations. He kind of wriggles his way through, you know? Feels like, to me, I'm looking at a guy doing one of those cave diving videos or whatever, and they're like squeezing between these tiny cracks, and I'm like, oh my god, you psychopath. And they're like, yeah, that was fun. And I'm like, didn't you almost die?
Oh,
and they're just like,
he's typing.
Cool. That was chill. It was like just a normal day in a tiny, cramped, claustrophobic space.
Oh,
people would feel like
no
they
way.
never want to put themselves in that situation ever because they're not.
Oh, let's go.
Anyways, Zealot's going to come try and clean up the watchtower. Got that Storm on the right side. I like that he's got a few High Templar. One on
I found a new hobby.
to try and catch any drops. Oh, Stalkers get
turn off my boost and play a bot.
Very well done. He's got a good Colossus Storm army. Dude, if Gabe doesn't have enough Vikings and EMPs, this could be game ending. There are some EMPs. Dude, the High Templar! Oh my god, he's taking his micro cues from Hero, but Gabe chases in. Gabe got really good EMPs, but then he got way too horny and just shoved into the Storm. If he just backed off, that would have been much better for Gabe. But I think Gabe just basically went, you messed up really bad. I'm going to punish it by trying to dive through, but you cannot sit inside Storm. It is not viable. 110 damage over 6 seconds.
Brother!
Your entire army, man, if you sit in it. And that's kind of what happened there.
Let me dribble.
Now coming up for Clem. He's got this position now. Warp Prism ready to rotate in the main army, moving around. His High Templar were a bit too close to the front of his army in that previous fight. It's interesting he doesn't really like spread his High Templar out that much until he gets to the battle, which is very much
brother, you're freaking me out.
Get to the fight, then pull the High Templar back just at the last second as he's trying to EMP them. Prism comes in, very nice Zealot drop in that main base. There's Vikings there though, so we'll get shot down. He's gonna recall it. Oh, he recalls it, and he's gonna try and snipe this planet. His command center, I should say. Can he snipe the command center? Good blink to dodge the second Widow Mine shot. He's warping in more Zealot High Templar. I love that it's always warping around his Zealots, one High Templar. And he energy recharges at home. That habit is game-changing. If you can get a zoning Storm, it could be everything, but the EMPs have been good for Gabe. This is his only Storm. Great Storm on the Bio Viking there. Is it enough? The Colossus are attacking the command center, or at least one of them is. The Archon's blitzing the Vikings. Where's the rest of the Bio? I think he must have lost so much bio before this. There's just not that much bio, and it looks like he's going to overwhelm. We saw it in game 1, we saw it in game 2, guys. As the game progresses, always warp in, High Templar, and then your Zealots. High Templar, and then your Zealots. An energy recharge, and he doesn't warp in from his Prism a lot of the time. He warps in from home, so he can energy recharge every 45 seconds. And that's why he's just got this constant stream of High Templar and Zealots coming across the map. And, I mean, it's also his mechanics. The fact that he can do that, get the High Templar, the Zealots, add them to control group while microing his army kind of in the middle of a fight, and he just never misses a warp in. It's actually really impressive. I wonder if someone's nerdy enough to go do the stats, guys, but what I would want to see...
No!
I would actually want to see how much...
Bro!
You got scored by a bot. Nah, we're dropping you. You got scored by a bot. We're dropping you, but it's GG's.
No way.
It's like every 20 seconds or 25, it's like, I think 27 seconds, is it 30? Sorry, it's 32 seconds for a High Templar, 20 seconds for a Zealot warp in. I feel like very close to every 20 seconds, he's looking at home, warping in another round of units, and that's why his reinforce is so consistent. It feels like the combination of microing two sides at once, using storms on the off lane, pulling his High Templar back quickly to dodge EMPs, landing feedbacks of his own, stutter stepping Colossus, focus firing Stalkers, and of course the chaotic situations like against Nico in that first game, picking up Stalkers with his Prism, dodging the Marauder shots. There is so much opportunity for just non-stop micro that to me feels chaotic. It feels overwhelming. It feels stressful. It feels unnatural for a Protoss player to be doing it. But this is in a way how Clem is reinventing Protoss. MaxPax multitasks really well. I don't know if it's this well. I think MaxPax is probably still a better, well-rounded Protoss player than Clem. But honestly, Clem is mechanically just on this entirely other level. I feel like Clem, you know, if he had the experience and the knowledge of the build orders and how to adapt in different situations, I mean, I've said it for a while, he's the best pure mechanical skill level, speed, and multitasking player we've ever seen. And I think it's incredible to watch. Hope you guys enjoyed this. You guys let me know if you disagree with that statement. And who would you think is close? I think MaxPax is close. I think Raynor can be close, though I think he hasn't had as much like obsession with StarCraft as Clem over the last 3-4 years, so it's hard for him to like maintain that same pace. And I think Cyril's not too far off, but I just don't think he can match that same speed and intensity of Clem. I think he more than makes up for it with his strategies, though. Anyways, you guys let me know who you think is the best when it comes to micro.
No.
Who is the most athletic, if we want to use that term, if you guys will forgive me, StarCraft 2 player. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Clem. Don't forget to check out his stream. Team, it is Liquid Clem. Twitch.tv/Liquid Clem. Go subscribe if you want to watch his stream videos there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Much love, goodbye, and good night.
No, brother. This is it. No! That was a terrible, terrible flick. Oh wait, moment of truth. Okay, we're safe.
Did you score only 4?
Well, I'm trying to score like good goals. Uh-oh. I'm trying to score like good, powerful
watch the Discord
flicks.
stream. Nah, Cam, watch the stream.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm dead, or I would. They need to make it to where you can watch streams on Discord on console.
Like, obviously I can score on the bot easy, but like I'm trying to score specifically like good flicks, but I'm not using boost.
You gotta use a little bit.
No, I have boost disabled.
I'll be back in 5. I'll tell Crib
now
that
you leave. I see how.
I gotta wash the dishes. I'll tell Crib we're looking for a scrim at 9.
Claiming entitlements is not available. What
Hi.
the fuck does that mean?
Game at 8, guys. Confirmed.
Yeah, game 8 confirmed.
What? I just had a sausage, egg, and cheese for supper. Completely fucking worth it.
Be right back.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, we're good.
Why me? Why am I the one that gets DM?
For
What?
me?
For the scrim.
Oh, because you're better than us.
No. I hate
Buzz,
that.
get off of me.
So, how do I turn off, like, the message filter? 'Cause, like, if someone messages me and we're not friends, I won't get a notification for it.
You go. Yeah, so you go to user settings, and then I think it's content and social.
Here we go. Don't filter. Okay. Now I should get notice. You know, when y'all messaged me, I was cooking fucking supper. Didn't even have my phone with me.
Yeah, that's fine. No, I can't believe I missed that flick.
Ready to play some Champ 2 and 2v2?
Well, right now I want to focus on being able to actually dribble and flick the ball on my car, but making it harder on myself by adding freaking buzz.
Do it against me.
Oh, did I leave the party, brother?
Did indeed leave the party. Why are... Oh, did you try and leave match?
Yeah,
Too
dude.
far? Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. I do
That
that
was
to
funny. But yeah, I don't
Nah,
have
if
boost.
we're
I have
down
boost
back.
totally disabled, and so I've just been like dribbling and free play.
I got you.
That's why I was asking about like the wave dash thing.
Nice shot. Ah, get out of here. This will be a 1v1 for the ages. Yeah, pre-jump that, I dare you. Uh-oh. I keep trying to boost to recover. It's impossible. Let's say if you hit that and it goes too high, it's wraps. Like that. How's that middle boost tasting?
Oh.
That doesn't count.
Thank you.
My fingers are greasy.
uh,
No, dude, no, I'm actually not kidding about that. That was a nice shot, though.
okay. Yeah, no, I trust.
No, no, I finished eating and instantly joined the call. Damn, you have a slow kickoff.
It's just a regular wave dash. I don't know what you're doing. Speed flips don't really change.
Dang, shame I can't catch up to that. Actually, I can.
Ow. Good job.
Thank you.
I thought I hit it hard enough. I was going supersonic.
I think it's because it wasn't on the wall. just the I could just tell you're just like, oh damn.
Yep. Just speechless.
All it takes is one good banger flick.
Oh.
God, I don't know if I can do it with a low boost, weak boost, but no boost is horrible.
Yeah. Like it really, really forces you to be mechanical.
That's in. If Ern was here, we could do the 3v3 tournament.
Wow, too high.
God, I hate hitting R1 and hearing click. Too bad that's bouncing too high.
Brother! See, I'm telling you, I feel like disabling boost is gonna help me, like,
Oh, absolutely.
control the ball.
Yeah. I almost had the speed flip zap dash recovery, and then I just went sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, pick that up with that boost.
I could try.
This is horrible. Dude, against bots, this would be so frustrating.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I can score against bots like 10 goals easy, but that's not like I'm not playing the bots to beat them. I'm playing them to control the ball and actually like score powerful shots against them.
I mean, you can do that in free play. Just turn off boost.
Come on. Maybe I'm just dashing too much.
That happens to me a lot.
And you just beat me to the ball.
Yeah, I told you, speed flipping.
Only works with boost.
I tried to hit you at the demo.
Home dog.
Dang.
No.
Good game.
Good game.
Oh, there's not even boost in this. Oh, that's annoying. $1,500. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
There's boost this time.
Yeah, but I have my boost button disabled.
Oh.
I disabled boost on my controls. I can turn it back on though if you really want to 1v1. Back on. Doesn't even matter.
How is it 1-1?
Because remember I scored against you on
yeah,
no
I was
boost.
thinking I scored. I was thinking I scored.
Well, that sucks.
Oh, you almost had that.
Yeah.
That's unlucky.
Wow. Oh, man. I still think you're lying to me when you say you're plat 2.
Check my tracker, dog. Plat 2 or Plat 3? I think I'm currently Plat 2. Peaked at Plat 3. I don't know if it was this I told you, or if I told you or Earn. But if I do play ones, it's normally private matches.
I see. Wow, no goal. And a dunk like that. This is the luckiest dunk you ever get.
Okay. You clearly haven't played with me much then.
Why are you leaving me boost?
Because I'm up by, well, I was up by 4, but up by 3. I'm not trying to make it to where you can't play.
Oh, okay.
That's just no fun for anyone.
But it helps teach mistakes.
Yeah.
Because I can't even wave dash.
Wave dashing can be hard.
I was watching a tutorial the other day, or like one of those guides on YouTube. They had wave dashing at silver.
Yeah. 'Cause it's not hard. That was the luckiest dunk you'll ever get in your life. Oh! You got lucky.
I was actually boosting to that,
I was too busy.
You had just spawned in. Okay, but the difference was you had just spawned in, you had no momentum, and you absolutely yeeted it. I was actually boosting at supersonic.
You were sitting still, basically.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, no, the ball was sitting fucking still. Wow. We're doing that now?
Yes. Yes, we really are doing that.
Fuck you. Let's see how you do against this. Oh, that didn't go my way.
Okay, that just works out for you.
Thank you.
Okay. What was that sound?
That's my grandma calling me.
Oh.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
last time you smoked?
It's been a while. Why?
3 weeks?
A couple months.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You gonna make $5?
Huh?
$5?
Depends.
Well, no, depends is gonna absorb what I need.
What do you need?
I need you to come piss as long as you ain't been drinking and getting high.
Where at?
At my house.
When?
Before noon tomorrow.
I have a vet appointment at noon tomorrow.
You have a what?
A puppy appointment for vet tomorrow.
Look, man, fuck the puppy. We're talking about the next 6.5 years of my life. Now, you can come right now. Be okay.
I'll have to think about it.
No, for $5, man. You can't beat that with a stick.
I mean, people have done more for me for $5.
You being difficult right now.
Got any weed for me?
I got both, but if you want more, you gotta piss first, and then we smoke, and then
Does Xanax show up on the test?
yes. When's the last time you did?
This morning.
Are you
GG.
serious right now?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do, bro?
I don't know.
you to do that. Hey, don't get to liking those.
I know.
Be like me, come to in a strange city with shit in your pocket.
Yeah.
Man, I got breath mints, keychains, motherfucker, gummy bears.